so.
Chenyo.
And who know?
And who and papa no. Unless who know different meaning.
The science in who film. Because also educated akola even mathematics. Also we just say who know.
Yes. Exactly.
We think but what no. Sano say
say no mo fix name.
Aye. Internet akola bia pese okoye.
Peter where me you omo yo nyina omo ye wo me school, me former school Accra High. Omo no uniform.
And also san ko ba.
Me na me ka last me ka Dr. Educhum. Say me san ko back.
Now what our science.
Me science no so man wie.
Sure. So many development. We never had this over the period. The figures said better one. These are some of the things that akoshim. They need PRO for education, but we'll do everything possible to protect it. Where academy?
Akaka.
STEM Academy Center.
Okay.
Like a 4-star.
Because we hotel
schools in our call Nibio. Where the old environment no crowd my way different feeling.
No, we see
one of the STEM
kitchen.
Hey, sure.
Now, about 3 months ago, me interview
Daniel Hall.
Hey, Ashaman MC, you know.
Yes.
Na videos body by me must I'm still Ashaman.
Oh, more God on party one in fact I know control half almost a party.
Professor Jekum or Kanta is there.
So you do all this and you can't tell. And all about you can't somebody say
no because said nothing to show for it. The animal said nothing to borrow man, nothing to show for it.
Every month be no one say a workroom for people to know your money over the period. It shouldn't take the means of education, but everybody should understand what is happening.
Me ma can say a documentary on some of these projects. Document. Ma can bread. Say, Aja.
Wrestling.
Me kasa anko.
SHS. Me tree na me kan. Me bebe we afraid by this.
Na dia asema okan no.
Language bully.
Asema okan no meti ase pa o.
Oh.
Meti ase papa bad. Bawo. O de.
Hey bro, me pa so and then no, yeah the hefa dey be call.
Oh, and then we say the figures last time.
Yes.
Say as an academia, in fact, Nema ye ni junior Bawumia yen who say he's one of our own. He's one of our own. Ufiyemu yatinase as academia. Yenu ni obetimi aye. In the South education, so we'll do everything possible to protect it. This legacy, we'll do everything to protect this free education. Because share near over the period, the TVET, the STEM, in fact, near school and and some started by like a week. On baby a friend STEM innovation.
Yes.
So what is that?
Mati, STEM innovation.
Yeah, the SHS. Technical senior secondary school and a day TVET and almost year competition in terms of innovations. Almost try to realign the theories, to practical things. And the competition, how robotics, science, and some PP because STEM near science, technology, mathematics, and science innovations, and they're put together to realign our education materials and in your essential. Senya globally no, and your my course of development course of years no, on between amani na apepe. Into your car, me fancy the first revolution, I think 1769. It started with the steam. Over the second industrial revolution, I think 1867 or so, 1870. I'm saying electricity. Then you bought the third. And also Ibinya, I think it was a computer, the 1969 or so. You read the fourth industrial revolution. We don't want to be, cut off. That is why all these things are happening in education. If you later on, last week I buy me a show video, Minister of Education. I'm playing beer A2 Nasifo, and there's other videos we have with my shibi. Now I inform you say, look, the investment in free education is not fluke. And yakwa nemu a path ebema or minor yasisa nyoma se ne ene dada na. So me feel say you show a lot of numbers the last time how much a bindiaco room. Yes, same rain bebre no. I'm say the other pictures are me say ya peke. And I'm so produce obeti my chair. No, I share videos ni bia. Me say education akoso in a few years ye room in education sector. It go down. Me say opposite everything that to my some of the other
video no.
Video so
so what the video ni my.
Yeah.
And what the other pictures can home bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Opobeti my slice no sir no beti my because I know sir.
Yeah. Me that part with the fast slice no etuso. Now we rule yellow pictures no hall more. Abraham be prepare that almost 2-minute video no. Na in this
we have seen a lot major.
Yeah. Okay.
Development. Obeko down crowd to other ways.
Obeko down.
And was all by UPS ka obehu enyoma na ekoso STEM innovation nkwala fi other secondary schools agada now him fi di omo hihye. Oh Gordon.
But you see prof me ba UPS me be bo keke kura na say me TD na ya na emame fuller understanding of what you can say leadership determines everything. Wo hwe be UPS e free ba. Say near for the IPS. Yeah. Okay. It's and that was be a project be a program be a yes if I could UPS. If I could UPS UPS Mayad.
Not Minister of Education
Mayad.
Gadam Kolai and Nini Omo year me say give yourself 2-3 years. Ubehum bebia. Where some of the infrastructure from this from education side.
Yes.
Some of the major infrastructures are akoso. Maybe our town no so wait to mention those ones. I mean maybe I got on. Mr. Ashanti. Alpha West.
Hey, Uncle Fui.
My home Upper West. When you know Upper West.
Sir, and a bubujine.
My guy. Cosro. My one Cosro.
Where other town? Dining.
Where Savannah? Where Savannah region? Savannah region.
Northeast. Dining hall. Yes.
Northern
Volta region crowd Addo me SHS.
Oh.
Addo me, yes.
Look at dining halls.
Addo me no me
dining hall with kitchen. Now it's good tiny coffee everywhere.
David. Yoko.
Infrastructure project. Oh.
Northeast.
Most of the thing
Savannah
communities are not
Upper West. Chale North ya be power.
Classroom blocks
Anglican
over the period.
Anglican way school no Kumasi Mayo
TVET
Anglican Senior High.
Look at maybe a TVET. Original
but Kosoka Krebi. But Kosoka Krebi nam
hey.
Uncle form no.
Hey. What's your man?
Well,
back uncle back.
But top.
Uncle back.
Top kakana ayibo ha pese.
No.
Go down.
Hey, me munkadi ye.
It's
also cut down.
Of course, 261
projects.
Technical
institutions.
Or instance, what?
TVET.
Yeah. I feel bad. Share all the regions, all the regions, we also beer numbers number of a year. Oko Upper East, the Northern, the Savannah, OT. So
Upper West here were 15.
200
Upper East 17.
Institutes.
Northeast 3.
Upper West 15. Upper East 17. Technical Institute. Northeast 3. Northern 16. Savannah 5. OT 6. Bono 4. Bono is 4. And then Bono 13. Ahafo 8. Ashanti 38. Eastern 30. Volta 30. And Eastern equal. Greater Accra 26. Central 25. Western 24. Western North 1.5 for 80. In total, 261 number of institute per region.
Wow.
Total commitment in this whole thing. Uncle Damai, Obi say other places be or what? I say Ashanti TVET down my. I feel share other way no. But Ashanti TVET down.
Ashanti.
That patrol
I feel share way upgrade. Good. These are some of the technicals applied where East Legon here before and now. Or Minister of Education on the pick, we see all this. Or cut down. Yeah.
It's a movement stronger than appetite. It's a movement stronger than appetite.
For a shaman, Vocational Institute. I think one was St. Paul's.
Yeah,
St. Paul's.
That's a good to me, boy.
Where 21st century facilities.
Technical schools are there.
And you know, Uncle down, and you know.
And practical, you don't much.
Ashanti, I try to call.
Obeko, you know. Look at this institution.
Hey.
To make us say, Fritz is far. I can't way. That's so many years. Uncle down. Obeko down, my wife.
My son, but for you to fire cut down.
And so we have some other video. And see, where dance man.
Hey.
Appetite.
Dance man. These are some of the facilities over there.
Hey, Peter.
Kumawu technical.
Stronger than appetite.
Kumawu technical.
Hey.
Now we hotel ana.
Where
And I go after the building kumi.
Hey.
Through green.
We yi Kumawu technical. We be no more. She be on my say.
Hey.
Oh, Prof, what do you have to do?
Sometimes
Prof, I had before and now. Then and now.
Enye intro. Na ye kasa. Your microphone say, yeah, for be on politics. Education. Some sectors we are in politics.
East Legon Construction Machinery Institute. East Legon.
Who the education go politics? Oh, how? Uncle the next one. I say it doesn't on flippo encore more now because
we are not
yeah. More the parliament aba.
Peter, Swian, it
doesn't anyone that as I confess as
oh, Charlie, look. Wait, where we are, Peter. Where we are, they all yeah, fix it near my worker.
I didn't want to
where we are, eh? Oh, yeah, Juma straight. The one chairman buys a Jumani.
I've seen a lot of improvement in this. A lot. I know share that video no cry so interesting. Peter cut down.
Oh, Charlie.
Peter work one.
Emma dodo.
Man of the crowd does.
Me say Emma yes science ne. I cannot go on video na science. And no classrooms and math school.
Science.
The brave.
Now, so overshot last week, TVET, GTVET for
yes.
A program be ATTs. Na me wo. Na wo share one and cry on the say class that. Oh by you. In fact, there was a lady from Takrady. Me want the number, me contact from the university. Young lady. One a bad presentation about auto mechanic a you say an engine pistons and Hanefa say I work here they are doing a lot of dedication up front.
Charlie.
I can't do bono.
Sure.
And no problem.
Peter go down.
Yeah,
and no problem.
No movement TV.
And no we are unable to sell all this.
Sell no prof.
Literacy. And if you visit all these schools, we now hold.
One student, one laptop.
We now
one defense. One.
I
your friend, where iPad and all your tablet, one tablet, one student, one tablet.
Fast now.
And only one student, one tablet.
Yeah, if you are not share a video, kakra.
Yes, education, they are on here, pa.
The videos not pay you.
Oh, transform.
The videos never pay you.
Still innovation, American.
Yes.
It's so interesting. It's just we so local solve local problem with local materials.
Science labs.
Oh. And all.
Me what on him say me Peter me science O level ni A level. And I see maybe it was sociology. Look, na me ya ka sem. Time me wo me wo Canton Secondary School any Accra High. Me who your lab is to say crowd. Obi a call Accra High. Time me call no. On besa said na ya wo near to say e wo your lab.
We also uche no bi baje odi na de kwa.
Ah. Me say pipette ni direct ni me manya na Charlie. Sometimes chemicals I the bay you
school.
Me Accra High. On a STEM one step center.
Every all
Accra High.
And I read the man.
O call for fair. We just STEM. Where are wager? STEM. To say university.
It's a university.
Check, look at this. Where ever e-blocks are
so far the only infrastructure
e-blocks
problem about
e-blocks. E-blocks no crowd wa start here crowd buy crowd I chem. While finishing more than you. E-blocks why?
My videos no be like.
Because I feel better to me at the aqua videos now me send them out.
Charlie e-blocks projects here stay with friends say STEM. Say me see e-block. E-block they say one structure.
That is the way to go.
Hey STEM.
But I have videos nipping and I will afford to be a movement TV online, Facebook, any YouTube no me share because if you live or more. Now girls will do it also.
Check no.
And
who and papa no. Unless who know different meaning.
Science who know film. Because person educated akola even mathematics. Also we just say who know.
Yes. Exactly.
We film but what no. Sana say
no more fix name.
Internet akola bia pese okoye.
Peter where me you omo yen na omo ye wo me school me former school Accra High. Omo no uniform.
And also san come back.
Me na me kaje last me kaje Dr. Educhum. Say me san come back.
Now what our science
me science no so man wie.
Sure. So many development. We never had this over the period. The figures are the better one. These are some of the things that akoshim. Give me PRO for education, but we'll do everything possible to protect it. Where academy?
Akaka.
STEM Academy Center.
Okay.
Like a 4-star.
Because we hotel
schools in our call Nibio. Where the old environment no crowd my way different feeling.
No, we see
one of the STEM
kitchen.
Hey, sure.
Now, about 3 months ago, me interview
Daniel Hall.
Hey, Ashaman MC.
Yes.
Na videos what the baby must say. I'm still Ashaman.
Oh, more God on party. One they do. In fact, I know control how almost a party.
Professor Jekum or Kanta is there.
So you do all this and you can't tell. And all about. You can't somebody say
no man said nothing to show for it. The animal said nothing to borrow man, nothing to show for it.
Every month be and one say a workroom for people to know your mind over the period. It shouldn't take the means of education, but everybody should understand what is happening.
Me ma can say a documentary on some of these projects. Document. Ma can break. Say. Eja
wrestling
because I'm quite chire
say onye doctor and a professor into who be
doctor be because we a documentary I hear never course abai no
No way. One documentary with my shoot across various
all the radio stations, TV stations.
Incidentally, some of this education site.
Education.
But
and many are paying you because on education site.
Yes.
Near my cost.
Okay, let me know.
Yeah, Charlie. Where Ghana
is in my course speaking the democracy.
Do I? Hey. Adiano. What's it do? Charlie, how's that more?
Aircraft,
that's right. She speed or better. No, 10 years.
No, or the full moon. Tabak Nisa.
But you're too cry.
But height of even a crown, no.
And they were communicating, the pilot communicating with those on the ground.
Are there Obi?
No, it's like, yeah, it's a system.
Okay, system. Okay,
because the Antiwa.
Metias,
and only communic.
Hey! Peter, share distance or a fly? Oh. Look at the distance, it's flying. And the height. It's on the land. Duba. It's on the land. Wow. Wow.
After the supper, they'll say, maybe land won't you more.
Maybe met you. Ayakwana. David.
Now the granny done it. All right, but Prof.
Ghana Navy.
But Chembe, you better wrap up on education.
What?
Menya learn max man or 2 pine. Okay. And yes, I may one fast. Now if from beside about the learn max man, if for you amount, it's yana or chamatum ewa humano so. I was a former lawyer Max Puku Ajman, lawyer Penipa, Wakona Homijimu last year. Na now a director of Ghana Law School Makola and Timena Babekasa war decision at Supreme Court for etiki and the declaration by Speaker of Parliament Aban Sumana Babin ewo Parliament Lord Pastor Mwache Mwakwaba.
So yeah, I want to say no, yeah, I'm Addo. No, so
and what do you Mekai and Nano me call Kwalungu Dumasi. Na me hu house bi ato ho lawyer Max Puku Ajiman's house. Na me hey edrowa bobra.
Asida onyame ho.
Wo hwe baabia wo free ba wo onkra bremu baabia wo ninamu a na afa bedru baabia ye di school crampo block na atowa. Wo hu bibi say na how do you feel coming from that modest background?
Oh, I don't know also bibia wo wi asibia no. It's possible. So, what do I dream? So now, what the said you Abrabono, Ubakunko did the nation, Uncle Ponce Bemois, Nabois. Nina, yeah, I'll be a Albania. Now, what shall I dream? Said, be our person, we be an what do I dream to swear? It's me, Tina, can be a it is possible no never be a political but nyanga ma brabono is something I am moto a free if it is say bibia muno the wage to so nya mensu bemwa so with God all things are possible enti sanity na nyankopon so etie misufere me bible na de bia o ma matimi a share me ma mensu animu nyam Ebra Brema me yina anye kwa na me so kakra ode ye me so mitimi de boa enchirima se de osiboa na ndisa me hudi a ya nwa a me sheminian no nyina nkwa se ya me boa no to nsem na odu kosi ba bia ma review nchi school a okoye se ye LA2 na okoye se ye district assembly school na okoye yeah, school acquire no sense no na ma abesi no waka omo sense nkwadanu so a ebane omo hia ye boa na omo hia ye kwanchire eriji ma me ye se mi school am call so tem bia na at least obi twemu na ohun se me so me fa ho baby HM, no so you're in one. Obetimia for school name, no abayes DMT.
Lawyer Wakasapa, it's about your straight away young common so and 2 days ago, and I did go see our parliament. Say, Obia, why MPP, Nipa Binu, Sita Morrison, and the Kodra Ashanti of whom almost say, next parliament na ebebano. Ombeba parliament ko pomoma as NDC MPP form ombeba as independent. Asian man also independent member. One also say so ba parliament based on file of nominations at the ECT. Ombeba parliament be ma next one no oba as member of MPP and then NDC ni so ba concern on so e de aye. Eba ye no nkofo nyan e ka say how na do so kan watermale say omoba NDC ba be majority. Emma NDC MPP ba ko minority. Nkofo say any legal legs bia was so be so illegal gymnastics. Ya fake for parliament Babin, Speaker of Parliament, as it was declare South forces no vacant, and so Parliament will no longer recognize them as members of Parliament. If you refer to Professor Michael Kwe, say one also be proud to 2020 elections. One also can say a Siama and I'm sorry about Siama Eco Parliament or Forminan Eco Independent or Forminan Intino. John Boyd to a crat at the command say Papa Free Party no. So they don't longer see him as member of parliament on the ticket of MPP. Emma, Professor Makukui, Ekas will declare the seat in vacant. Ibutuna Konya. Adi actually and Supreme Court to see the ruling Abase, Adi a year Speaker of Parliament here. No, they or more reverse they should recognize the 4 members as members of parliament until after some days bia on the substantive issue. No, Lamp Patrol, Nina, I said they say yes, that yes you.
God has a really a corner. And say, what's here? Oh Lord, now what's here? No, I'm saying, county speakers now, quarter. So they also did tie here, went through, yeah, okay, say, almost in next parliament. That's how I can of.
Sana Mecano, aye.
No, but they also say current parliament, the boy. What's about being to a current parliament? And I didn't know Masasano and apply to current parliament, the boy. But once you got the Uchiremunuka said next parliament, who said, when you can any the above the Akano, and don't keep a court. Because anytime there's a disagreement or we put 2 interpretations to the same provision, it calls for interpretation. It's the name was a baby. The whole kind who say a Jinabako. Na the baby suka and say na ba come boa and there's a conflict boa. That conflict must be resolved not by him because on your court but by the appropriate judicial body. A junior senka okay no the court na say tibiano we us ayabia eda ho e bia figa e bin figa na the mechanic say we a lawyer. Usually you're commenting on judicial decisions. Judicial decisions bar and I are commenting. And to the president of what you say, the Babel kind it's not a judicial decision. So sometimes the enemy is difficult. You can say a legislative decision. But taking legislative decision on taking judicial decision. And I say, who say the legislature is a political wing. We say a constitution. There are 3 arms of government. Nearly a political. The only a political one is the judiciary. And so what judicial legislative decision about you can take politics away from it. It becomes sometimes partisan legislative decision. Self-partisan legislative decision, most often, it may be inconsistent with matured and template judicial decision. Judicial decision, the rules may be matured, and yet, no partisan. The executive and the legislature, the company say, who's an intemplate political statement, a beba. I could prove judiciary one set matured thinking, taking into account rules and procedure and law. No, calm the waters. And no, and I mean, who say no. What Babin did was purely legislative issue, which may be partisan. And now, yeah, after you marking so, the position of our parliament may also be legislative decision, which may also be partisan. But one more any partisan, which is the judiciary, will consider the matter from a judicial point of view, which may be different from the partisan political views. No, ever say no. And to a lawyer, I will expect, say, the lawyers will rather err on the side of matured judicial decisions rather than partisan political decisions. As I say, Constitution on a Supreme Court, who make us a clear, make us a clear, who clear, and they are clear, no idea, and then make clear who would determine it. The Supreme Court. Who think this to amend? And yet inconsistent with Article 97, G and H. Whatever it is. So, this is, who can open say that be study who God who can. Time among our mood to know, and yet for future, and yet for present. So the issue is whether or not Article 97, G and H, and the fact that these people have taken that decision, whether it's applicable to the 8th Parliament or to the 9th Parliament, that becomes the legal issue which must be resolved. And it cannot be resolved with partisan links. It must be resolved by judicial lens, which is mature, sober, matured and sober. And therefore, and one esino. And he said, who take a decision? You say, there is someone take a decision. There are so many rules of interpretation, but because they are matured, they take so many things into consideration. And sometimes illogicalities, sometimes practicalities, sometimes absurdities. If you use the plain language, the person sick, the person has now moved. But almost the best was say the word sick, they will not give it the plain meaning. They will media evidence number who so much. Media and say collapsing because this is it will lead to chaos. But sometimes the judiciary being a matured arm of government will take into account all these things before deciding whether to go with the plain meaning of the words or they will go with a secondary meaning of the word. When it comes to legislative partisan decision, you go ahead and do it. But judiciary will not like the Osebo because remember, judiciary one almost come behind to Ambuswaba. And you Osebo no yana and for papa. But legislature one there, that's one so banty. Yet not public up from Bonnet Momuya more popular. And you hear Sanyama way now. And no, and this is how I see it. And you're about making an understanding of the Constitution based on the legislative arm and where he presides. Now, let me be a being a lawyer, I will prefer the judicial side because women are more mature and they will consider so many other things before they come to it. That's
me disagree with you, Kakrebi. Say, who you prefer. I'm not sure it's about preference. It's about who has the mandate. When our mandate in say obe declare seat vacant. I'm told to say high court pay and our Ghana obe declare seat vacant. I'm not sure it's about choice. It's about preference. And then between legislature and judiciary, which of the arms hold sway when it comes to a legal issue?
And so to jump gun. Honor may also make a show say the title one article and I make the chemu one say me a friend me also one article constitution be the cast back a friend a meba and if I could 97 now interpret one which is legislative decision. Na Supreme Court no na make say the Supreme Court now as we have it and that of the legislature. I prefer the legislature, the judiciary, because woman vote me. Oh yes, I did 97 of because you see a man the Constitution must be read as a whole. And he otu sana mono the center or share or judicial this is only judicial power and keep one share Article 99. And you make us only judicial power and keep one share Article 99 because now or exercise judicial power for being Article 99. We say when it comes to the determination of tenure of members of parliament, it is only the High Court. And whether or not a person is duly elected or whether or not a seat is vacant, you can only go to the High Court. Now, say, Oko High Court also, now, putting Kugo, that's when you appeal to the Court of Appeal as the last resort. In fact, a person who Supreme Court, only to me, you can go to the Supreme Court. When it comes to parliamentary petitions or vacancy, you can go to the Supreme Court, to maybe Court of Appeal. And no, one share, if you know the Supreme Court, now they are exercising judicial power. Therefore, Omono Competition Article 99. They will look only at 97. They will do matured review of the entirety of the Constitution and come out with a ruling which may be inconsistent with the partisan legislative ruling. And to Simon Cemetery, in preference, and the argument, you take 97, you make political decision out of it, but the judiciary would take 97 and 99 and come out with a judicial decision.
Lawyer Pacho, Enra Minyan and Tiefi, lawyers be who say, let's say, technically speaking, we have 3 arms of government. Now, we be independent of each other. And so say, judiciary, no, legislature, no, I take a decision. Say Speaker of Parliament, now making that declaration now. Judiciary, no, ain't me overturning the decision of the Speaker of Parliament. And I'm catching myself, I did ready for me, inconsistent with the law because, example, online say, dear, narcotics, the band, the bear, mo de buying, say, mobile licenses, I'm what to me, aqua could be a week, akra, regulated that, no, Parliament, and the Addo Musa Shasi, but Supreme Court can say, Embrano, yeah, quite fast or man for so ye, they compelled Parliament to go back and redo it. Make us ask them, but Cheche Muka cry, say Speaker of Parliament, and our Parliament, take decision about passing Brebia, and I say, Madi declaration beer. A court, I will to me say, Umbetaka said the Parliament yeno, or man ye, it won't go for Frana.
Parliament, I want a physical Maggie, so Makatia.
It's a movement stronger than appetite.
Parliament, I want a physical Mobagi, so Makatia. So I'm Garcia, no car, some December, some Baka said they're my traffic. I want a better Dumbetia.
So there be
Masaya Moon yet take some of one of the assassin. Because when you're lawyer, mean lawyer, law is but a common sense. Panama in article, no, when you be a Panama in article. Sabi, you didn't rabbi say, Bia. Just say, you do a new fancy, oh, yeah, Oshemra, Obia, constitution, I see. The old Badia Baku, any the constitution of Ghana, on one a dinner, executive on parliament on sherry on you think so independent, the better to cross over in approval, maybe.
So, and checks and balances.
That is the beauty of our democracy. Substantial power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Now, can say, Central Parliament, woman, ancient constitution, yes, yeah. French and now, can say, think of what they say, no, Uncle declare, say, a parliamentary system of government. Then go back declare, like a president also, or a prime minister, and say, Otino, one, there's only now, I'm appointed a new prime minister. Now, I'm no more approval. Now, judicial in the baby, and can now more to a Canadian Monday, almost so in. I'm more betting us so me. One and so me. One and so me. I want to show me.
I say, a judge for us.
Oh, dear, there's nothing like strict separation of powers. There's interdependence of the arms of government. Each one depends on each other. All of the three of them, the source of their power is from the Constitution. And any act from any of them that is inconsistent with the Constitution is not a void. It's simple as that. That is the primacy and the supremacy of the Constitution, not Parliament. No Parliament. Parliament, you know. Okay, one can say 4-year term. One time. Is it by Parliament? Parliament only determine the term on paper. Say 4 years. Can they increase it? Can they sit down and say, about rules and procedure? Increase it from 4 years to 6 years because can they do that? They can't do it. And even the judges, can they nominate their own chief justice? Can they do it? They cannot do it. Yes, balance.
Say, Omukotinasi or Parliament. Na NDC for Kase, or more is change now back with majority side. Na MPP for important minority side. That will you be surprised?
America says when it comes to people taking partisan legislative, but the unfortunate thing is almost answer nobody on my for. That is the unfortunate thing. We must respect each other.
It's a movement.
Anything that you do, I believe, sir. He has been a lawyer for so many years. I believe, sir, Sabone and Emma a lawyer for. It does a young one speaker. Our lawyer. Sebi. Because the lawyer sign a Supreme Court judge. It be a judge. So my after South Korea, on Chassa, and my union, you say, yeah, Kofuga Pageneso. Said, if you obey, be a Bissau say, a better or minor coso, and I say a better more minor question. The better more minor cosoa, cosoye, they moves the opinion of who you better mamuno, Sebi. Or before say Cronesia, or Timothy. There's a area, this seat now, ye bar. May assure, say, if you are movement, move it in your journey. If you are on Timian, Miss Rabia mean Timian, so she ye. The nominal so maybe the Sieno, or she now one hoko. It's answer. Yeah, you don't respect the Supreme Court. Or if you, I don't think he will do that. But for yeah, it will be very unfortunate because Supreme Court, bodies and no one is giant temo. Say I show you will descend to the jungle. You do jungle more than much of one baggy man of that. Who say, Sepio, kwa dia wuni yentia wutimi nante me mo betri so ne se obi mo waso free abetimi akọ ya bi nipa ne betum ana ya begi mpata ma ze oto na begi mpata ma se ni ho a asa no so we fi abonti no bia achi waso free we are here now de beko. Let us respect judicial decisions. Let us stop insulting our judges and our judiciary, because the judiciary is the arbiter. It is the center of our freedoms, the center of our liberties. So you free war, men make a war. A political football game between the executive and the legislature. The opposite the almost supporters be much. Na yenya epi owo ni supporter no. One here, na se court ni ho be diama wa. No temjefo bi any wa, which is our judges and our judiciary. You and I will see. It beholds on all Ghanaians. You will standing in the political, he said, Emraniba, Obayanintu, or to catch a Mawa, Supreme Court, people, only a function, it's Yaudia, and yet, so we are seeing in our paper. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. So you bow and show respect. Who win here, you bow and show respect and jubilate. You go and fight another day all the time. We should be very careful.
Lawyer Maxwell Pokwajiman, and ne, I don't pay a dasi for your education. Then you may shake a bed and now trace and now one crying. Over Trassi, and Kobe Brazier D, and Kobe Bra, as ye d. Na last week, yeah, you know, be more than 1,000 Ghanaians were called to the bar. Now, me Kaiser will time do the bar, you law school and for a so many ya. Now me share me who write up be na me say oh posterity will always favor a Drew. It's a me aduma next week so wait my banana can't ask ni ko be why
that's be I mean some
Abusa for lawyer Maxwell Pokwajiman, former director Ghana Law School and na ene edi enkomo no se mohu education na wo de abreye na last one no and na me de me interest wo pa say emre ni honu a Udini kra wo se for God na sabedi akono emra ni hono ma you can lay claim to that name. Your name udikeke ya gwa wuji so ma me no papa na wo a enkofo everything say your naming ceremony as udin no ebetima je we ka je say hwe na nkura ni God na sabedi akọ eye me nso a hwe na nkura ko wa me so na me call ye because me ho odin ni akọje fi wesem etiye bibia Mummy and Unit Dachi, and yet Nenkwa. If you moved to Dachi 70 years ago, and a bedress in ma and he did a Ghana a democracy, will be a Timmy Caddy, also a penno. To me, I say, yeah, dear, Unit Dachi. Peter,
yes.
Now,